For our urban health project, we tried to get some insight on homeless people in Rotterdam. We based our research on a village in the south of Rotterdam named Carnisse. Sit back, relax and enjoy while we show you through our research. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we went to Carnisse. Here we found a lot of garbage on the streets. Not only on the streets, but also in playgrounds and parks nearby. We noticed that there are quite a lot of people with an alcohol problem. It appears that alcohol abuse is one of the reasons that homeless people are homeless. These people tend to go to Zuiderpark to drink alcohol because they don't get fined by the police in this area. We approached someone who lives in the neighborhood, and she told us that there's a lot of crime by night and that a lot of people don't bother to report this to the police because the police don't have the capacity to solve the problem. People who live in the area say they don't feel safe in Zuiderpark because of the alcohol abuse. In other words, this problem really needs to be solved. We think that if we can tackle the alcohol abuse problem, we will also have less homeless people. In Rotterdam, 60 million euros goes into care for the homeless every year. Because of this, we have been able to give 4,000 homeless people a roof above their heads since the year 2006. Hogeschool is an institution that provides food, a place to stay, and certain activities for the homeless. One of its buildings is in Carnisse. Around about 80 homeless people come here every day. Sadly enough, only 15 of them decide to take part in the activities. The others are often drunk or on drugs. There is a separate shelter for men and a separate shelter for women. Wednesday morning we visited Hogeschool and we got to talk to one of the people that uses their facilities. His name is Peter. He told us a bit about his background. He comes from an unstable family and his parents got divorced when Peter was just a little boy. This was hard on Peter, and after his brother attempted suicide, Peter broke down. He started using drugs when he was 20 years old and has been an addict for over 30 years now. Peter now lives in the Hogeschool nursing home. He got sent there after being hospitalized. Staying with Hogeschool isn't completely cost-free. Homeless people get welfare from the government, and a part of that goes to Hogeschool. We also spoke to a few international students and asked them about homeless people in their country. We found out that there are a lot of homeless people in Cambodia and that they don't have a place to go like here in Holland. The student also told us that she didn't have any bad experiences with homeless people, except for that one time when someone tried to steal her phone by asking her if they could borrow it. We also spoke to a student in Austria. We found that in Austria there are very few homeless people, and they also have shelters just like here in Holland. We also spoke to an international teacher from Romania. He told us that homeless people only live in the big cities. He told us that they are trying to set up small projects, but they don't really have any effect. So, from doing this research, we have found out that there is a link between alcohol abuse and being homeless. It appears to be one of the biggest causes for being homeless. We think we should tackle the alcohol problem and that we will then be able to reduce the amount of homeless people. There is also a big difference between being homeless here in Holland and in other countries. We find it shocking that the government does so little to tackle this problem. We would like to give note to the mayor of Rotterdam that something should be done about the alcohol abuse in Zuiderpark. The people that live here should feel safe and should be able to go to the park and enjoy themselves. We think that Hogeschool Rotterdam should create an elective named Cooking with the Homeless at Leger des Heils. This way students get more insight and become more aware of homeless people. On top of that, homeless people get to do a fun activity and get to tell people their story, and it will make them feel like they are part of a community. To end this film, we would like to inform you that Leger des Heils is organizing a show on June 21st. Peter, the man who we spoke to, will be performing. He is really looking forward to this day and would love it if you could be there. To raise more awareness and to let people know about the event, we handed out flyers. We really hope you can make it. This is the end of our film. Thank you so much for watching.